Good morning, my friends. Today's day, I have no clue what it is. Been so long since I've done a video, I don't remember where we're at. I'll have to look it up and put it in the text. Let's talk about this house later. There's been some issues we've been dealing with, been working with folks, getting things resolved. And that's why I've not done a video in so long. But today, pretend like you don't see the deck. Today, we're going to talk about the driveway. We've got some changes coming on this driveway, some pretty big changes, and they have finally started. This has been the wettest year pretty much anybody's ever seen out here. So rain has been causing all kind of delays and problems on the driveway. We poured a 20 by 30 cement slab up here for visitors and guests, and whenever we just want to park on that side of the house. There is you can see a little bit of a half moon. We sketched out where the driveway will be. They use the dozer and just put the blade at an angle and put a little half moon line here so we can see, do I like where that is? But the driveway is going to come around, have a crescent moon to go from the top to the bottom, but then it's going to go across this pasture down towards the old driveway. I say old driveway because this driveway up here is what we're putting in. This pasture has been a hay field since who knows when, and well, as a hay field, it gets muddy, it gets slippery, it gets nasty. We could just put gravel across the top and just keep packing gravel in and in and in over the next, I don't know, rest of my life. But we're gonna do some changes here. My excavator guy finally got his projects on his backlog because of the weather caught up to where he's out here working with us. So this is a 12-foot wide path. They scraped all the organic material off. And next is they're gonna get some clay, put clay on here. They're gonna mix in some clean base, these piles, with the clay to give it more stability. And then we got dirty base. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the dirty base is for, but the clean base is supposed to be mixed in with the clay to make it more stable. Maybe the dirty base goes on top. I don't know, I'm not a drivewayologist. If you can hear them way down there, the dozer's going on down there. They need clay. I could either buy clay or I could dig clay. I have 80 acres of land. I said, let's dig some clay. Let's go look at that. I'm curious. All right, here's my idea. Down here at the bottom of the hill, you can see the hills behind me. All this water, I mean, I'll bet you there's, not measured, but I'll bet you there's 15 acres of hillside that have watershed to where I'm standing. They need clay for my driveway. I have an option. Purchase clay, have it shipped in. You own a bunch of land, we can dig the clay. So if they dig the clay, problem is they need to push the topsoil off. Then they come back and they dig the clay out from underneath. And now we can push the topsoil back in the hole they dug, which now gives you depression. Or we can take advantage of that process and maybe we dig us a little pond. So down here is the perfect place to get the clay from because we get a pond. Now all this topsoil, I'm told, they did a test hole. I'm told there's like 3 feet of topsoil because over the eons, all those hills behind us have just washed the dirt down here. So John's over there pushing trees out of the way so then he can turn around and push topsoil out of the way. You'll notice that hill over there runs down. You can probably tell maybe I'm higher up on this old driveway that runs down. That over there is my daughter's dog. His name's Dude, so that's Dude's playground. It's where she brings him whenever she comes to visit to just run around and play. Then this hill up here, all this topsoil over the eons has got washed in here, so the topsoil is deep. They're gonna push the topsoil out of the way, but that's okay. That also gives me dirt for my yard that I was gonna have to buy. I was gonna have to buy dirt to top off the yard, clean it up. Well, we'll just ship it from here up the top of the hill. So trying to scratch as many itches with one hand as we can. My property line is back in those trees 300-ish feet, so we got plenty of room for a pond here. I'm not sure how big we'll be able to get, but we'll see what we end up with. And he's just going to keep digging. The goal of today is to push trees out of the way, see how hard it is. We've had so much rain that he's just not sure what he's going to run into. Then he says that they have to get the roots out for a good pond. So all the trees are going over there, and that's what he's done so far. They just started, I don't know, an hour ago. So we'll see what they end up with. I'm hoping for at least a half acre because I would love to have a pond I can put some fish in. We will see what we end up with as time goes on. He's going to do some digging today, or pushing today, and we'll see how many trees he gets out. So this will be a multi-day endeavor to see what we end up with.